There are a few truly endgame items on the game that people aspire to reach, such as weapons like the Hyperion, or the Terminator, or maybe it's even some ridiculously cracked Infernal Crimson armor. But there's something I've tried before in the past, and I haven't tried for a long time and wanted to try again. Now at the same time, there's many different reasons why you would buy a particular item. Maybe it's something that will allow you to do more damage, or something that will make you chop wood faster, or even just run around quicker. 99% of items that are bought on this game are bought for a reason. Well, you see that guy behind me right there? Initially I bought him for maybe just becoming better at the game. But realistically, it's more just for profit. You see, the Golden Dragon is one of the most expensive pets in the game. At level 1 at around 600 million coins, level 100 at around about 700 million coins, and at level 200 selling for around about 1.25 billion coins. The stats that the Golden Dragon provides will basically change based on your stats. Of course, the higher level the Golden Dragon is, the more buffs you're going to get. Also, you'll gain 25% damage for every million coin in your bank. If you're using a golden weapon, you'll gain an extra 100 strength, and you also get an increase in strength and magic find depending on the digits in your gold collection. The two main things to take away from these stats, basically if you have more money in your bank, then you'll deal more damage and have better stats, and also if you have a better gold collection, then you'll also gain more buffs. Now you might be thinking, Nitros, you don't strike me as a person to have a lot of gold collection. Yes, you would be absolutely correct. I don't think I've ever really mined gold, and this is all from minions. Obviously this is not ideal. When you look at the stats, if I was to get another 9 million gold collection, I would get an extra 10 strength and an extra 2 magic find. And as for the millions in my bank, well, I'm sort of working on that. My current balance is around about 450 million. It's not exactly ideal. Ideally we'd have about 1 billion coins. So in full, from our Golden Dragon pet at the moment as it is at level 116, I get a total of plus 99 strength, plus 29 bonus attack speed and plus 19.8 magic find. Which isn't bad. And when you compare that to something like a true legendary level 100 Ender Dragon, it's around about 100 million coins less, and that would give us plus 50 strength, plus 50 crit damage, and plus 10 crit chance. And honestly, at this point, they're very, very similar, to be honest. I mean, this is going to give us almost 100 strength, as opposed to 50 strength and 50 crit damage. Now, I initially bought this pet when I started my ghost grinding journey. Of course, ghosts can give an absurd amount of combat XP, and it only makes sense to sort of level a pet while doing that. Considering I bought my pet at level 100, and at the time I bought it for 680 million coins, and we compare that to the cheapest level 200 Golden Dragon, as you can see that's almost 1.25 billion. So there's potential for around about a 550 million coin profit. Initially when I started my ghost grinding journey, I found it quite fun. Honestly, with where I'm at of the game, not being able to consistently one-hit them, not having great magical finds, or not making a great return on sorrows, couple that with this potentially being one of the mind-numbingly boringest tasks I've actually ever done after doing it for a few hours, I thought there had to be an alternative. And considering this guy has shown up twice in the past week and a half to 2 weeks, I decided without even the intention of leveling this Golden Dragon, just to see how maybe Slayers would fare. And in my opinion, with Revs being one of the most fun Slayers to do, I thought why not and just give it a shot. Now not only do I enjoy doing Revs and just long for that next Warden Heart, I finally saw some good progress with the level of the Golden Dragon pet. Now granted, going from level 100 to level 116 is not massive at all, and there is another 84 levels to go. But in comparison to the amount of time I've spent doing Revs and the amount of time I've spent doing Ghosts, the growth of the level of this pet is just astronomical compared to doing Ghosts. I don't know if that's just because I prefer doing Revs and I found Ghosts so boring that it just seems like it's going up quicker, or it actually is just pretty good. I mean, don't get me wrong, Revs is undoubtedly ridiculously good for combat XP, but so is Ghosts. Now, when I saw the levels of the Golden Dragon going up, I thought, well, you know what? Even if this isn't going to be great for me, considering I don't have great gold collections, I could put some minions down, and that could probably fix the problem, and that's probably what I'm going to do anyway. But I thought that's okay, that's fine, because even if it isn't going to be the greatest for me at level 200, I can still just sell it. Of course, when I bought this Golden Dragon, I didn't realise that it had 9 out of 10 pet candies on it, which obviously is of detriment to its price. I mean, I personally don't have a problem with having pet candies on my pet. I just don't see the issue. I don't see the big deal. It's cosmetic. It literally makes no difference at all. Whatever. But at the same time, I understand that some people care about it for whatever reason. So it's probably going to be pretty difficult to sell a level 200 pet candied Golden Dragon. I'd probably have to sell it for a bit less. Now realistically, in order for this Golden Dragon to give me better increases in stats, like I said before, we need to increase this. And I've got a plan in place, don't worry. And also gold collection. This minion setup is not exactly ideal for gold collection. I've been meaning to put gold minions down for the past couple of weeks in order to enhance the golden dragon, so at least attempt to get to 10 million collection. But you see, I've not collected these minions now in probably about 2 or 3 weeks, and with Derpy coming up, I feel like it'd be stupid to collect them now. Anyway, I think it'd be interesting to get your guys' opinion on the pet candy situation. Would you buy a pet candied pet? And honestly, it's kind of silly to buy one because then it'd be hard to resell. But if you're just buying a pet that you know you're going to keep for a long time, would you be willing to pay, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3% less for a pet candied pet? I know I definitely would, and when I bought this golden dragon, I didn't even check for pet candies because it's just not something I would check for, because that is how little I care about it. Obviously, now I'm kicking myself a little bit in terms of resale value, but how about you can put pet candies on a pet, but it just doesn't show? Why does it need to show? I don't know. I just don't really see the issue with it anyway, to be honest. However, one thing you do have to consider in terms of the golden dragon pet is that, yes, it's not the maximum level, and no, I don't have the most optimum amount of coins in the bank to make this the best, and I also don't really have very good gold collection. But despite all of those factors, it's still probably just a little bit better than the legendary Ender Dragon pet, unless you're in the end, and probably up there with, even at this point, one of the best damaging pets in the game. Which really does pose an interesting question, and that's, is it worth it? And realistically, even if at this point it's probably marginally better than the Ender Dragon pet, and it has the potential to be substantially better, then I'd probably say it is. Now, there's quite a big jump between like the regular pets. You've got like your tiger, you've got your lion, another pets like that deal pretty good damage, like the griffin too. All around like the 30 to 50 million coin mark for a legendary level 100. And then obviously there's a massive jump from there to the Ender Dragon pet. Even an epic Ender Dragon pet is what, like 200-300 mil? And then up to the legendary, the true legendary, which is around about 600 mil. There's a massive jump. There's not really too much in between. Which means if you really want a pet that's going to do a lot of damage and you're going to be able to keep until the very, very like latest of games, then yeah. I mean, I'd say it probably is worth it. And leveling it yourself as well is going to save you about 550 mil if you buy a level 100. Anyway, let me know in the comments, do you think the golden dragon is worth the price, and at what point do you think it even becomes worth buying? Anyway, if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you do leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.